Somehow I woke up out in Beverly, fucked up, smelling like that bourbon. And I end up alone. I'm not certain. Yeah, the girls impolite in the club every night. That's how it goes when you Hollywood perfect. Hollywood perfect.
Wagwan people, Lumini here, back again with another episode of the Mind Save here on my channel. We're starting things off here seeing that Liverpool have decided to recall Sepp van den Berg. Like I said, I'm not really too bothered by the fact that they've recalled him. We kind of knew that he was going to be recalled because he hadn't been playing for us and he hadn't played great when he had played for us. So that's okay. We are officially into January now, so you can see all of these deals are going through. Jae-sung has left now for, I think it was 12.8 million, so we get 9 million. Hansen, Schneider, Kaufman, Schaefer and Kind have all left on loan. We do have a scout report, youth scout report, before we move on. I'm going to start removing guys that potential is dropped to under like 85. So for instance, Tim Strasser, let's see how long is left on his training. He's not really going to be one that we're probably going to use. Koenig here, I think we're just retraining him, so we'll wait until we've retrained him and see what he goes to. I'd say Emil Novak probably is going to go as well. Decent overall here, 55 to 69 potential, 500k valuation. Jonathan Schmidt here, 53 to 71. What's the valuation? 550. I think we'll call him up. We'll come back to these guys after we take a look at the German side of things. No one else on the German side is really looking that good, to be honest. I think we'll let Kai Braun go because the 32 to 44 overall probably isn't going to pan out to very good potential in the end. I think maybe we'll call up Johannes Bender with the 375 and then go back to the Austrian side of the scouting pool and see. Florian Meyer can come up, and this Gruber can come up because we've got some spaces now. Daniel Frank can come in. And lastly, Jürgen Moser, I would say. Besides from that, everyone else we will let go. Let's go take a look at those youth lads. Zentner is so fucking angry. Like, we're not even doing that badly at the minute, Robin. Do you want to chill the fuck out? Anyway, Florian Meyer, decent looking keeper, 58. Rated currently. We'll go look at overalls. Jonathan Schmidt is one of the players we just brought in, right back slash left back. Actually got very good passing on him. Not Jan Kaiser, Florian Meyer, as we just were talking about. He's got decent stats himself, 6'5". Got Ernst Gruber, another goalkeeper, 6'1", 72 to 92, 59 currently. Again, not looking too bad. He'll go on sweeper keeper training as well. Daniel Frank is a left mid slash right mid, which would be very useful for us. He has okay pace, strength, stamina's not the greatest, but it's up there for a youth player. Has the trickster tag as well. Johannes Bender is a left winger, 16, 50, 75 to 94 potential. He also has, he's got very good pace and agility. Curve isn't bad. He's got the finesse shot trait as well. And then Jürgen Moser, I think, might be our last one, 53. Definitely not looking likely to make an appearance in the first team right now, Moser. We've got 10 million in the budget currently to potentially try and make some deals happen. I think one of the ones we are going to go for is to try and go in for Tariq Lamptey, like you guys said. He's only got a year left on his contract. Surprisingly, you can't actually go in for him on a pre-contract. But because he's only got a year left, his valuation is quite low. All these guys on here aren't necessarily players that I'm going for. They're just players that I scouted previously. Oh, Barre is negotiating a new contract. No. He has got an 11 million release clause though, so he could be one to go for. Guido Rodriguez, I was just seeing whether he was available on a free, but he isn't. I might try and agree something for Draxler on a pre-contract, but that's not going to be something we rush in for. What we are going to go in for is Tariq Lamptey, though, because I feel like we definitely do need a right back currently. I mean, I'm just being cheeky now. I would happily pay 5.7, bring it down to 5.4. They're happy with 5.4. Tariq Lamptey is a lot cheaper than I thought it would be, actually. 27,500. I mean, I'm happy with 27,500 for Tariq Lamptey, considering he's on 42 at the moment. That's a bit nuts for him to come down that far. But Tariq Lamptey will be the first signing of our January mini rebuild. Tariq Lamptey coming in here. I think I'm probably going to let Da Costa go, or Vidma. I haven't decided between the two of them yet. He's 30. They're both 30. I think I'm definitely going to let one of them go. I don't know, like I said, I don't know which one yet, but I'm going to take a look through the squad now to see who I might potentially get rid of. Oh, Risha's submitted a transfer request. I literally didn't even know that. But we've got Barcock and Da Costa as two players that I could let go of and not really mind letting go of. I actually don't know why Risha's so upset. He got more upset when he started playing more football, the fact that he wasn't playing football. I don't really get it, but yeah. He's just mad at us for some reason, so we'll see what happens with it. Jonathan Burkhardt transfer offer coming in here from Leipzig. I don't really want to let him go, but if I could get a big chunk of cash for him to reinvest into the team, 20 million, which I imagine they're not going to because double his valuation. But yeah, so Burkhardt will be staying for the time being. Borussia Dortmund want Barrero Martins. Again, it's a player I don't... If I can get a high transfer offer, I definitely would think about it, but I ideally don't want him to go anywhere. I'm gonna ask for 32. They come down to 18. I'm not going under 20 for sure. Yeah, no, I'm not willing to drop that low. He's probably one of our players that we're going to use for the future. We've had our ups and downs with him, but he's definitely not worth selling cheap. Another Jonathan Burkhardt transfer offer coming in here, this time from AZ Alkmaar. More players coming in. Then if anyone's willing to come up to what I want, then I'll do so. If not, then probably not going to happen, boys, to be honest. There is something that I do definitely want to get done now, because I feel like if I don't do it now, then we're probably going to miss out on the opportunity. Nadim Amiri is a free agent come the end of the season. Well, Moses Simon might actually be on the move. So I'm going to try and sign him on a pre-contract. Maybe a little bit of a waste to do this now, but I don't want to potentially miss out on the chance to sign him. I think he'll be a big player for us next season. What he wants to come and join us. 26,000 a week. Nadim Amiri will join us on the pre-contract, so that is a signing to look forward to next season. Could be a big player for us next season as well. Barcock transfer offer coming in here. It's quite a low one. I think we could probably get more for him. We'll come down to 3.2. Wow, they're really not willing to come up 3.2. Alright, well, Barcock not leaving yet. Our young Polish lad has had his position change, come in back to a right midfielder. Risha now is a full-time cam as well. Another thing I did want to do actually with the team is, because I don't think the overlap is necessarily doing what I plan to, I'm going to put this back on balance instead of having these boys cut inside, because I don't actually think at the moment it's making that much difference to the team. Also, I'm going to change this to balance and have this on cut passing lanes instead. Danny Da Costa transfer offer coming in here from Girona. They're offering 3.350. Fine. You want to play it difficult just because I need the money and I just signed Tariq Lamptey. I will play ball. Was that Xavi I just saw there? Braga coming in with a 3.3 offer now. I will accept that as well and let Danny Da Costa decide where he's going to go. What? Was that Xavi I just saw? It is Xavi. Manager of the year announced. Why did that come up as a Bundesliga tag as well? Another transfer offer in here for Barcock. 3.5 is the ideal mark. If they're willing to come up to there, they've gone straight to yellow, so they're not willing to negotiate too much. 2.95. Just come up to 3. You're almost there as it is. If it's 50k difference, if you walk away, Wow. For 50 grand. You're willing to not get the player. Danny DaCosta will be leaving us. Don't actually know who he's decided to go to. It will be Girona for the 3.35. So we get 50k more out of that deal than we potentially could have done. Brentford now are coming in for Barcock. I'm not going to keep going into negotiations for Barcock. I will just delegate them because it's quite annoying. But after what was that? Ahali? Alahi? I don't know. One or the other. Oh, Ahali. Oh, fuck. I didn't want to actually negotiate this. So they should easily be able to pay 3.5. They come down to 2.9. They've gone for the 3. I said that I would take 3, so 3 is good enough. I will let him go for that. Let's get into another game. This time against Wolfsburg. Kaminsky, Jonas Vind, Kearney, Meyer, Svenberg. Very good sign. Joachim Andersen in this team as well. Castroville, Paulinho, Mela, Thiago Thomas, Rida Baku, a youth player of ours. A player that I'm probably interested at some point in trying to bring back to Mainz. Good tackle, good save Zentner. He didn't really deal with that very well. Tariq Lamptey making his debut here, obviously. What? Why is Zentner on the floor? Why is Zentner laying on the floor? What is he doing? Goalkeepers in this game are so weird. Like, I know there's a deflection, but it's what's he diving for? What is he doing? I think Zentner might have actually just had some sort of stroke in net or something. I literally don't understand why he's just laying on the floor there. Pretty sure Vim is offside there.
And options in the centre. Could be dangerous. Plays it back. And there it is.
I don't know, man. I really don't know. When your luck's not in, your luck's not in. There's just nothing you can do about it. It really feels like that this year. I mean, it's challenging, sure, so you can be happy about the challenge, but like, I just feel like when it's not your day, it does not matter what you do on the ball, you're just never going to get the chance. We've had 3 or 4 opportunities against Joachim Andersen where we should easily be able to get in behind him, but somehow he's catching players that are much faster than him. And I can't make that tackle. Now Jonas Vincent will score a 3rd goal. I don't know, boys. I really don't know. Maybe it's the team. Maybe it's me. If it's me, then we're pretty much fucked for the whole save. Because, like, look at that. I can't tell Lamptey to do anything else. He just strolled towards the player until he got tackled. I imagine this is probably going back across. But I can't do anything about it. So, yeah, 4-0. I'm not even annoyed anymore. It's just pointless. Oh, yeah, good one, Vidmer. I think I'm going to sell Vidmer as well, and then we might bring in another right back, because I haven't been a big fan of him in the last couple either. Maybe there is something that I just don't know about defending yet that I'm going to learn at some point. But like, I just don't know at the moment how to tackle like that. I've gotten the ball picked from behind me about 9 times in the last couple of games, and there is just nothing I can do about it. 4-0 loss. No words, really. It is what it is. We lose, so we'll probably be plummeting back down the table again. Yep, back in to 15th place, just above the relegation zone. I don't know how to stop that from happening. I've got to be 100% honest with you. I don't know how to stop that from happening. Dominic Core transfer offer coming in from Milan. Again, a player that to be fair, I've not been overly impressed with Core. I thought he was going to be a lot better. But I don't really want to let him go for cheap, so he probably will be staying here most likely. Barcock is leaving now. Where will he be going? He's going to Saudi Arabia. I imagine they offered him a big bag of money, which is why he's on his way off to Saudi Arabia. You're not one to complain, Zentner, really? You're not one to complain? Yeah, not one to complain whatsoever, mate. Definitely not one to complain. You haven't complained the whole fucking season so far. Not even a little bit. Not 100% sure where else we should sign players for. Think probably midfield. I think wingers will probably be a good idea. We could use a left back as well. Obviously, there's still a lot of work to do on the overall team, but I'm talking more like just what we can do currently. Right, next game up against Union Berlin. I believe Union Berlin were the team we beat on opening day. However, since then we've been on a big slide, so I wouldn't imagine much of the same is going to happen. They do play the 5-back that we were playing earlier in the season. Yeah, Dominic Cabot though, and it definitely was them that we played. I can't, like I say, I can't imagine it's going to go the same as it did the first game of the season, because we are a much worse team than the first time we played them. I'm going to start Diarra over Cassie as well, because I don't know, I'm not mad on Cassie. I think he's an okay player, but I think he feels very slow when you get him the ball.
Well, Derek, as is always the case, the team that dominates midfield will be the team that controls the flow of the game. And that, for me, is the area that's
again, to start the game, the team against us has gone straight through us. Prastiani, with actually a very impressive clearing header. Prastiani's got a little bit of space to run into. Oh, a lot of space to run into. Oh my god, thank fuck. I was about to say, I swear that went over the line. Prastiani has just smacked the ball off the back of the Union Berlin goalkeeper and it's gone in. I told him, I kind of panicked when the first shot dropped to him again, and I didn't really know where to go with it. It's just over the line. I told him just to hit it again, and he opted to just smack it into the spine of the goalkeeper and let it deflect in, which I guess worked, so I don't really see the foul. Call with a good header away. Prastiani's going to bring it down. How is that not a foul? That's the same tackle.
Well, it did look promising, but no threat in the end.
I mean, it jorks with loads of space here. If anyone can help him, Prastiani, you stopped your run, you fucking twat. And Olsen's going to win this header up to a jork. Pischler. Wide to Risha. Diarra. Pischler. Jork. Oh, it's a good bit of play from us to get our second. Ludovic and Jork is in the middle. It's a good bit of play, and a good find from the young man Pischler as well, who really augmented a lot of that attack there.
Well, here it is again.
Good ball into him here. He found the first ball out wide to Diarra, and that's a good find to find a Jork. A Jork running through. Slots past the keeper as Swallow rushes out. Swallow has been great for them after his own goal. And he's gone past his man. Can he finish? The young man Pischler. What a bit of play from him. Good run, rolls past his defender, and the young man has a goal and an assist in this one now. Big performance from Pischler. We knew he was going to be a big time player, and he's already proven to be so in this first season. That is a great finish from the young man. Luka Toussaint has got no chances keeping up against Risha. And Risha, I think Swallow basically just gave us that goal there. Risha with a huge run, and he has got himself a goal, and we've got 4 goals in a game this season after being on the end of many 4-goal losses. We now have a 4-goal win coming our way. Huge run there. That's what I've been talking about. Like, when we have that pace, we should not be getting closed, and it's actually been shown there for once. You can see there though, Swallow, I don't know where Swallow was going. He basically went completely the wrong side. Feels harsh on Swallow considering some of the saves that he has pulled out that he's now conceded 4. It does. Leish gets across there. Prastiani. That's going to be it. That may be our first clean sheet of the season as well. 4-0 over Union Berlin. I didn't actually think we were going to beat Union, but we've beaten them twice this season now. That is huge for us. Maybe the 5-back just does not work very well, because we pretty much dominated them for most of the game there. Huge performance from Pischler, and it's the first time in ages that I get to say we're given an inform, and obviously there is only one man that deserves the inform. It's Alexander Pischler, our young man. he may be making a name for himself in this career mode already. Back up into 13th now on 20 points before the derby against Frankfurt. One thing I do want to do, KD Barre is a player that I do want to bring in. He's only got 1 year left on his deal, so I think that he will be able to, if we can get him for cheap, then I'm going to go very cheap and hope they don't immediately walk out. Oh. Well, 6.2 apparently they're very happy with. I'll take him up to 15, because like I say, he's on cheap wages, so I think it shouldn't be too much of a problem. They want 17 with a goal bonus. I'm not going to do the goal bonus. There you go. So KD Barre will come in. I just think we need a new CDM. I'm not thrilled with how ours have been playing at the moment. I think just a new CDM might help us out a little bit. Hopefully the two of them together, that'll be a big... Who gave him number 11? That's a really random number for him to have. But yeah, new CDM signing, KD Barre coming in for 6.2 million. I think that's a decent price as well. Obviously the game thinks we could have gotten him for cheaper. I think we thought we could have got him for 5 million. Really? I don't know why he's being compared to a centre-back, a left-back and the left mid, because he's not going to play in any of those positions. It leaves us with 2 million potentially to bring in a left midfielder. But yeah, KD Barre will come in, add more rotation to the squad. Like I said, I'm just not super happy with Dominic Kor and Kraus at the moment. There's just something about them isn't clicking. So I'm going to bring KD Barre straight into the team in this game. Oh, Zentner's finally happy after all these years. But yeah, we obviously are already at the game against Eintracht, so we're just going to get into this one. Pre-match report. We know their team. Obviously, we played them already once this season and they beat us. We have a press conference to do though, so we'll do that quickly now and then get into the game. Hi guys, welcome to the press conference. Let's get things underway. A huge win for you in your last game. Can you talk to us a little bit about how that's affecting you going forward? Yeah, that was a huge performance for us and one that we really needed. Obviously, it's been a tough season for us so far. We've had to fight a lot of down form. We've had some good performances, but maybe things just haven't gone our way in terms of results. But a win like that against a good team in Union Berlin, it's absolutely huge for confidence, and hopefully we can use that momentum that we gained in that game going forward. Alexander Pichler looks like he could be a real player for the future. How are you planning on integrating him into the first team? I don't want to put any unnecessary pressure on the lad. Obviously, we've seen some good performances in the cup from him. Now, good performance off the bench in the league. He's a very talented boy, but like I said, I'm not putting any pressure on him. We know that we have to be careful with younger players because a lot of expectation gets thrust onto them early in their career, and we don't want to pile any more pressure on than he may already be feeling. But yeah, we're going to use him smartly this season, and he's already shown that he can step up to this level and play, so it's all positives. With a recent upturn in form, do you now have confidence that you'll be able to stave off relegation this season and stay in the Bundesliga? I think we have the belief. We've had some ups and downs already this season. We've had some conversations within the club and stuff come out that maybe we would have rather kept in-house, but that happens in this industry. That happens in this day and age. Information is going to get out somewhere or another, so we have to deal with it. But I wouldn't say I believe there's any reason that we can't be a team that stay up this season. I think we've shown in multiple performances now that we have what it takes to stay in this league and compete, so that's what we're going to look to do for the rest of the season. Hopefully by the end of the season it will pan out with us still being in the Bundesliga. Thanks guys. Now that Zentner's less furious, surely he has to show up and actually show us that he's a decent keeper, because while he's been angry, he's been shite.
And then wait for others
very
to
good,
get there.
so
Can he get
scary.
There it is! The first goal in the derby! A special moment!
I don't want to complain because it doesn't. It's not very productive and it's not very entertaining. But I'm very tired of conceding the easiest possible goals just all the time because my defenders don't move.
Well, I think it's a good move for him. He has great ability, but needs to be that little bit more consistent. I think that's right as well.
Oh my god, it's gone in. I've actually green timed a shot by accident as well. What the hell? I literally wasn't expecting to score from that.
Well, here's the replay.
I don't. That's a decent cross. When he brought that down, I was shooting there. I don't know what Kevin Trapp has done. He's completely fucked it there. Cock backed away. Trapp just deflects it into the back. I mean, I know it's a green time shot, but honestly, that actually shouldn't be going in. To winning a header yet. Once again, we don't deal with the problem. I'm going to bring Barre off here and put Core in because they just keep launching long balls into midfield and we're not winning headers. At least Core might be able to get up for a header. Good finish, Marmouche. Disappointing defending from us again, really. But what can you say? Hans Olsen got to be doing a little bit better there to read what the cut back. We had a bit of control, we've had chances to win the game, but we haven't finished them once again. It's kind of the same story that we've had for most of the season, where chances have presented themselves and we haven't done anything about it. Oh, Barrero, man, come on. There you go. End of the game. It is what it is. Another loss for us this season. Gonna lose both derby days. It is what it is, man. I can't really say anything else. We probably didn't even deserve to equalise. I think it's harsh that we're gonna lose 3-1, but again, defensively, we just haven't been good enough. I don't know. I don't know if you guys have any ideas. How do I get my CDMs to stop just sitting next to each other and doing nothing? Because they're just sat there. I can see both of them stood on top of each other. Like, what are you doing? Probably going to follow that up with another loss to finish this episode off. But at least we got a big win, I guess. We are still 6 points above Bochum. So at the moment, we still have a decent gap on that relegation playoff zone. But yeah, obviously, losing is not what we want to be doing. Yeah, so we do have 2 million. Unless we make a sale, I may try and go in and get a cheap left winger. We've got a couple that maybe we'd be able to pick up. Maybe even someone like Gagano who can play out on left wing. De La Rosa kind of could be an option. He probably isn't now. Hannes Wolf may be a good one because he can also play cam and left back. He can't defend, but Bino Gittins I was interested in, but I don't think I'm going to get a valuation for him before the end of the window. And now Maya and Pencil I don't think are going to be options. Gelson Martins could be one. He's got experience as well, so he could be a decent one. But we'll advance forward a little bit. And then see what's happening after that. Right, so Cup Day against Dortmund. Like I said, likelihood is we're not going to beat Dortmund in the Cup. I'm not going to do the press conference because obviously we already did one this episode. We have played Dortmund in the league, so we know that they're a very good side. They're one of the top sides in Germany. I'm going to do this press conference off camera, so I'll do that in a minute. But yeah, going to be a tough game. We'll rotate a couple boys and see what happens. Get pretty handedly beaten.
This could prove to be a tricky game.
That is a terrible tackle early on. If there's a red card against Dortmund again, that could be very funny, but I don't think it will lead to us winning the game. It is another red card. This happened last time we played Dortmund in the league. They got a player sent off. That time we were 3-0 down. This time, at least it's 0-0. Like I say, I still don't imagine much is going to happen for us. I'm pretty sure Mwene just actually dribbled that off the field.
Oh, Stuart, opportunity here.
Papela. Risha. Oh, good shot. Good save from Kerbal there. He's found a good ball inside. Patson Daka. Oh, it's another save by Kerbal. That's going to be another problem in this game. Diarra's with Wan-Bissaka for now. Mecha. It doesn't matter how many players we're playing against. The minute the AI get in the box, it is so difficult to stop them from doing anything, man. If you bring a player out, they're going to find the extra man. Honestly, I think Zentner should do better. I'm not 100% convinced by Zentner as a goalkeeper. He obviously is our club captain, so I'm not planning on like getting rid of him immediately, but I'm not convinced. But unfortunately, even with 10 men, same story as last time we played Dortmund, they're just better than us.
And a good-looking ball.
You know what, boys? It's not destined to be a win against a big side in this season. 2-0 down at half time to 10 men once again. We're gonna jump to sim, boys. Like I'm just not gonna bother. It's 4-2 loss in the end. Risha and Mwene get us goals late on. There's just games that there's no point in playing. That is one of them. There's a lot of them this season because we just can't beat anyone. We are on deadline day. I'm gonna probably sim to about 5 hours, see if we get any offers in for players that we could potentially sell to them replace. If not, we may try and make a cheap signing at the end of the window. But yeah, we'll see what happens. Right, so absolutely no interest in our players, which isn't a surprise because they've all been quite shit at the moment. So I'm not surprised nobody wants them. Signing wise, I don't think we have enough money to make a defensive signing that will make a difference. I like Gelson Martin's experience. I'm going to see if I can potentially put a player in for this that we aren't using. Obviously, we don't have loads of players ourselves. Maybe Vidma, actually. See if they'll go straight swap for Vidma. I'm actually happy with the swap for Vidma. Obviously, Vidma we're not using a lot at the moment. Is older than himself, but can't really play that winger role. When you want 27, then this has to be 55k, and you got a deal. There you go. So Gelson Martins will come in on deadline day. I think that's going to be a very useful signing for us because we don't really have rotation in our winger roles. Obviously, he's got a lot of pace as well, so he might even help us a bit more, open up that left side. I don't know, how would you say it? Hala Madrid. EA. By the way, he definitely held up a Real Madrid shirt before he then had no shirt. I'm going to bring him in on that left and put Burkhart down to the bench. I think, do I have Burkhart on left mid training? I don't know if I actually put him on left mid training or not. It's only 4 weeks to be a left wing. Why have I not done that? I'm stupid, apparently. But yeah, we do have now another midfielder coming in. Gelson Martins, like I said, with a lot of pace. Gelson, so he should definitely be able to help us and on the older spectrum, but I think with the player that he is, with the pace that he has, he will give us an option to get in behind teams more, because I think at the moment that's what we're missing more than anything. So I think it's a decent signing. You guys let me know what you think about it. You may disagree with me. Leverkusen want Dominic Kor for 10 million. It is the last hour, so I don't think that this will go through anyway. So I'm just going to reject that because I'm pretty sure any deals on the last hour of the window will just get rejected. So we will end things there on the window. Couple signings for us in January to help bolster the squad. Hopefully help push us away from relegation. We do bring in Lamptey, Barre and Martins. Not quite a massive rebuild, but obviously we didn't really have the money to do a massive rebuild anyway. But yeah, that is pretty much going to do things. We will finish it off with a youth scout update. I don't think we have any money to bring anyone in again, so probably won't end up with much happening. But let's take a look. Oh, we do actually have Christopher Koenig. His training's done, so he can now play right mid. So Lorenz Müller, his potential is dropping a little bit actually, but he is 63 rated, so it could be decent for us. Jonathan Schmidt, 68 to 88. I will bring him up, obviously, because I said that at that 60 mark you get brought up. Florian May is on his way there as well for us to potentially bring in. Lorenz Schmidt here, 58 to 78, a million valuation. So that is another big player coming in. There's another one there, Philip Hoffmann, 2.3 million valuation. The Austrian lads are bringing in a big core of big time players. German lads are not managing to keep things up though, if I'm honest. Like their potentials and their overalls just they're not panning out. We got a couple 94 potentials, but just the overalls aren't there at the moment. Let's take a look at wrong place. We will look at everyone there, but let's first look at the boys that we just brought in, because we should have some high potential lads here. Philip Hoffmann, another cam / CM for us coming in here. Another high potential lad. I will bring him. Do I bring him up? Because that could be risky, couldn't it? Lorenz Schmidt as well as another cam / centre forward. What I'm going to do with Hoffmann, we'll do Lorenz Schmidt as a left winger. Hoffmann I will just bring straight up. Lorenz Schmidt can stay in here and potentially train as a winger, like I said. Baumgartner here is another decent one. He's a right back. Anybody else? Nico Fischer was the goalkeeper we brought in. He is 6'5", so he's quite big. We'll put him on that sweeper keeper training that I like to use. Jonathan Schmidt is showing great potential. He will be added to the loan list to try and get him some playtime next season. He's on attack and win back training, so that's fine. Who else did we call? Was it just Lorenz Schmidt that we called up? Hoffmann, obviously has the exciting prospect tag. No tag still for Alexander Pichler, which is upsetting. At 16, he's a decent player. I don't necessarily know if calling him up is the right thing to do, but I'll put him in here anyway, because I think he will be useful for us. Because obviously we need rotational players at the moment. I think that's all we're gonna do for this episode. Like I said, things aren't going. I'm not expecting any massive hop-ups at any time soon. Why have we lost attacking rating but gained midfielder rating? I don't know. Yeah, we are still, like I said, we're 6 points above the relegation playoff spot. So if we can just gain a couple more points, I think we should be able to find safety. We don't have a lot of episodes left of this first season. I think about 4 or 5. So there's definitely opportunity for us to stay up. There's obviously definitely opportunity for us to go down. It's going to be a battle, but I'm hoping that you guys will at least enjoy the battle with me. That's going to be the end of this one. Please subscribe and turn the notification bell to get notified when the next episode is available to you, and I hope to see you in it. Peace.